Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Merry Christmas, and today I'm going to be reviewing three of my most favourite Christmas movies of all time. I thought I'd keep it quite festive with my hat. We've just now put up the Christmas tree, so yeah, let's get down to it. So at number three, there's The Snowman from 1982. Not the one with Michael Fassbender from 2017. I'm talking about the childhood classic. I'm sure you all know and love. And I tell you, my family made me watch this every single Christmas, and we did it without fail. And it just kind of grew on me. You know, it was always one of those films I would definitely make sure I watched around Christmas time. I'm telling you, it was like a ritual for us. So it starts off with this boy. He's just woken up and he's just realized that it's snowing outside. I must tell you, I don't think I've ever woken up on Christmas morning and it's just snowing. And I don't mean like the light snow, like proper thick snow. It's just never happened. So the kid gets up, he puts his clothes on and he runs downstairs to the front door. I find this film just so magical. It's just any kid's fantasy just to look out the window and just see a blizzard of snow and then just go outside in your garden just to build that perfect snowman. So he's built the snowman, he gives him a scarf, he gives him a hat and like coal for eyes. So at this point it's getting late and now he's back inside with his family watching the snowman through the window. So the kid wakes up in the middle of the night and then all of a sudden there's this great big flash that happens outside and then suddenly the snowman just starts moving. Not terrifying at all. So the boy invites the snowman in and then they just get up to all kinds of mischief. Kids, if you see a walking snowman outside, don't let him in. Lock the doors, wake up your parents. Or if you do happen to let the snowman in, just make sure you've got a mop because there's going to be a lot of water on that floor. Just being real. This film has absolutely no dialogue in it. It's just full of music, which is probably perfect for kids. Because even with the music, it just makes you feel and it just really gets you to grips with what's actually going on in the story. There's a moment where you see the boy and the snowman on a motorbike and you can just feel the suspense through the music. Even when they're flying, that song everybody just knows and loves, Walking in the Air, it's just iconic. So you see them flying over the sea to the North Pole where they go to meet Santa. And there it's just a big party for them. They end up having a song and dance with all the other snowmen. Santa presents the boy with a scarf. So at this point, the boy and the snowman have to fly back because it's getting too late. The boy turns around, noticing that the snowman is waving to him, and then he runs to give him a hug, while the snowman goes back to standing in the garden. So morning comes, the boy wakes up, he runs downstairs in hoping to see the snowman, he's just melted. And it was probably one of the most heartbreaking things I'd ever watched when I was growing up, so it was actually a sad story. It's obviously very short, but it's very powerful for what it is. For 1982, I mean, the story just really gets you, and it's the music that really makes you feel. It really gets you going with the story. So at number two, we have The Polar Express. It's about a kid on Christmas Eve that's skeptical about the existence of Santa Claus. So the film starts off with this boy struggling to fall asleep. And in the middle of the night, he hears a fast train approaching his house. So the boy walks out onto the street. He is then approached by the train conductor that tells him it's the Polar Express to the North Pole. So the boy is at that age where he's old enough to realize that Santa Claus probably isn't real. There's no proof, so he just realizes the fact that this is a train. Is it really going to the North Pole? And he's just skeptical about it. So what does he do? He gets on, he climbs aboard. He happens to have a ticket, which he doesn't realize that's in his pocket. But it's what you believe in that's the important thing. It's a journey of self-discovery, and that's what he comes to realize. But I'll come to that a bit later. So we have Tom Hanks that plays the train conductor. First of all, he just looks exactly like Tom Hanks. The animation effects is just nothing short but amazing. They've really done such a good job on this movie. For an animation that was made in 2004, it's actually pretty groundbreaking for its time. It's a magical film that's entertaining, it's funny, and it's really relatable. I'm sure when you were a kid, you would sit by the window late at night just hoping you'd catch a glimpse of Santa Claus, leaving carrots for the reindeer, leaving milk and cookies for Santa. Just a magical time for kids. So in order to get onto the Polar Express, a kid needs a ticket, and without one, you just can't get on. Unknowingly, the kid reaches down into his pocket and then pulls out a golden ticket. Magic. And that's why I love this movie. It's meant to keep the spirit of Christmas alive in kids' hearts. No matter what your older brother says, your older sister, the film teaches you it's what you believe that's important. Kids, don't let your older siblings ruin it for you. The children, the characters are just so relatable. So all the kids are on this magical trip to the North Pole. And the train itself is just incredible. The look of it, the sound of it, even the interior of it. Honestly, I wouldn't mind traveling on a train like that anytime. And you're just completely drawn in and entertained with the things that they have to face on their journey. So on the train, there's this scene where you see all the kids getting delivered hot chocolate from all these dancing waiters. I mean, the scene is just so cool. I wish I got chocolate from dancing waiters. I really want hot chocolate now. And there's even this scene where Hero Boy loses his golden ticket, and by just some miracle, the golden ticket just ends up back into this boy's pocket, and in perfect condition. Magic. The scenery, the landscape where you see the ticket flying away is just absolutely breathtaking. It's just so beautiful the way it's shot. Seriously, the animation, the effects, wow. Even when you see the train skidding on the ice, I mean, that scene turned into one of the biggest memes at its time. One of the most important scenes I just cannot ignore is where you see the hero boy see the bell fall off the reindeer. He claims that he does believe, and he really wants to hear the sound. And then it finally rings. It's a very iconic and inspiring moment in the film. And then you notice in the reflection of the bell that Santa approaches the boy. That moment when he believes Santa approaches him, who is also played by Tom Hanks. The man is amazing. Not only does he play 6 different characters, but he also does the motion capture for the film as well. If you're the kind of person to watch the behind the scenes, you'll notice that he does the motion capture for the boy as well. This film does have its flaws. What's a film without its flaws? I would definitely give this film a solid 10. And of course, at number 1, Nightmare Before Christmas. And of course directed by Tim Burton, so you already know it's going to be dark and twisted. The animation stars Jack Skellington as the king of Halloween Town. It's the day after Halloween and now he's longing for something different, something that's not Halloween. The reason why I just love this film so much is that it's just so incredibly watchable for me. I love it. I just think it's absolutely amazing. Tim Burton, you're an absolute legend. Honestly, the stop motion in this film is just incredible, especially for its time as well. It's just so iconic, and I could watch this again and again, not just at Christmas time, but Halloween as well. Honestly, I think it's one of my most favourite Christmas movies of all time. Jack stumbles through a portal to Christmas Town and he becomes obsessed with the holiday. He decides to find Santa, captures him, and then takes over Christmas. And then he comes to realise that he's not supposed to be taking over the Christmas holiday. He ends up getting himself into trouble and then he has to fix what he's done. This entire film was completely done using stop motion, and I can really appreciate the time and effort that it took to make this movie. Believe me, it isn't easy. The movement, the precision just needs to be perfect. I guess with today's technology, it's a lot easier. It's a lot more advanced today. One of my favourite characters has got to be Sally. Sally is played by Catherine O'Hara, and oh my god, I just love her to pieces. She starred in Home Alone, Beetlejuice, which was also directed by Tim Burton, and I just love her in Schitt's Creek. Smash like if you're a fan of Schitt's Creek. Comment below, let me know, because you and me will get on just fine. Sally is a humanoid ragdoll that's stitched together. Even if she falls from a great height or she's torn, she can always stitch herself together. She's sweet, she's caring, she's definitely the voice of reason, and she's Jack's love interest. Even though she's not really one to show her affection for Jack, however, they do share a passionate kiss on Spiral Hill. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite character is. The film does have a lot of debate whether it's a Christmas film or a Halloween film. I can tell you now, in my opinion, it's definitely a Christmas movie. Ultimately, this film is about Jack learning what Christmas is all about and what's behind the meaning of the holiday. It's all a journey of self-discovery and to see it come to life. So at number 3 we had The Snowman, at number 2 we had The Polar Express, and at number 1 The Nightmare Before Christmas, my all-time favourite classic. I'd really love to know what your favourite film is for Christmas. Thanks for watching guys, please comment below, let me know, turn on notifications, and please like and subscribe to the channel. Cheers guys, Merry Christmas, bye.